Welcome back to Cooking with Cookie. Today we're going to do air fryer bratwursts. Got a flat brats, and we're going to cook a bunch of different ways. We're going to do some sauteed onions and peppers. We got some sauerkraut here, and we got some peppered summer slaw, and I'm going to make some fresh relish. So the first thing we're going to do with our to get the brats ready is we're going to preheat the air fryer, and we're going to cut these open. So one of the tricks that I've learned throughout the years to prevent a mess, I go ahead and I actually score the brat. I do this when I'm grilling them. I do this when I'm air frying them. I do it when I'm putting them in a pan. It does a couple of things. It creates a pocket for your mustard and your fixins, but it also keeps them from exploding. So we'll score up a few. The other key to remember when you're cooking anything that you're going to put on bread, the bread is a transport. Use good bread. We're using Francisco gourmet seeded sourdough bread today. If you're in a pinch, you're in a dorm, and you don't have access to great bread, the $1.99 package that you get at the local grocery store will work, but good bread makes all the difference. Good meat doesn't hurt either. So this was a package of brats that we got from Costco. You don't have to go real deep. You're just scoring the skin that's holding everything together to keep it from that one monster explosion, right? Okay, so this is about done. Make sure the setting's right. So it's 12 minutes per side. Supposed to flip it over halfway through. I like the brats to be a little bit crispier, so we're going to do 14 minutes, 7 minutes a side. All right, so we got the brats in there. Now I'm going to make my pickle relish. This is just a pile of Grillo's pickle chips, right? And really all relish is just chopped up pickles with a little bit of onions. The crew that's here today told me they didn't like onions, so I'm gonna leave the onions out. But this is just what's left on a pickle jar. I'm including all the dill and everything. Great flavor. If you like pickles, I like pickles. And just chop it up real good. I did take the bay leaf out. If you've ever had a Chicago dog, anytime I stop in the Chicago airport, I gotta stop and I gotta get a Chicago dog. They actually use like a much darker green relish. It's a little sweeter. This isn't like that. This is a dill relish. I like the dill flavor, so that's what we're gonna use. Now, I talked about the bread. You can actually, the last few minutes, you can actually toast the buns in the air fryer at the same time. Just lay them right over the bratwurst, they won't burn. You put it with the outside toward the meat, so the outside doesn't crisp up as much as the inside, but you get some crisping, and then it won't just automatically soak up all the juice from whatever your topping is, and the bratwurst can get all mushy. I'm not a big fan of mushy. Okay, we're gonna saute up some peppers and onions, a little bit of oil. Don't be shy. So these are just these are jalapeno peppers and a sweet Vidalia white onion. So we're just gonna combine them in the saute pan. Not trying to cook them real fast. I got it on medium heat right now. I'm actually gonna turn the heat down a little bit. Gonna add a little salt. Mix it up real good. We'll let that go. You don't need to cover when you saute. Speeds up the process a little bit, retains some of the heat. You can see the bratwurst kind of starting to change color, maybe puff up a little bit. You can actually see the reliefs that we made in the skin. It's gonna present even more as it cooks more. Again, this is 400 degrees for 14 minutes. All the recipes I've seen on Google, everything they tell me, 375 at 12 minutes. In my air fryer, it did not work that way. So they just came out and they didn't have that crisp skin. They were cooked all the way through, but they weren't the texture that I wanted. So I like my bratwurst a little bit crispier on the outside. So we're gonna do a little longer. You see what we're talking about with the sauteing. I'm not going too deep, just trying to soften the edges, keep it from being crispy. That'll be really good. So we're reaching the halfway point. We're about to flip them over. With this air fryer, it's gonna say it needs to preheat again. So I'm actually gonna push the start button even right after it stops. I'm gonna open it up, flip everything over, and then we got our final. So there we go. Final 7 minutes. Just flipping them over. And it's going to preheat again. We've had really good luck with this particular air fryer. It does a bunch of stuff. We replaced 7 things on our countertop toaster. We've actually cooked a pizza or 2 in there, the small ones anyways. And it does remarkably well. I got pleasantly surprised when my wife bought it and showed me the price tag. I did cheap flips in a phone booth because it was a little bit more expensive than what I wanted to spend, but turns out you get what you pay for with small appliances. So putting the bread on top just makes use of the heat we're already making. Doesn't do too much to slow down the cooking of the bratwurst, but putting the bread on top of the bratwurst will stop the outside of the bread from getting real crispy. Unless you like it like that, then you could throw another rack in there and toast it. Bing. All right. Take our breads. So you got a little golden brown. They're not totally toasted, but we got our brats. Good color, good finish. So we'll start with the sauerkraut. Do 2, I guess. Next we'll do the slaw. The relish. Oh yeah, look at the relish. And the onions and peppers. Now you can put mustard and ketchup and all that on here too, which I'm sure I'm sure the gang will do, but there you have 4 different versions of bratwurst. We got sauerkraut, summer slaw, peppers and onions, and pickle relish. Can't wait to dig in. Thanks for joining us at Cooking with Cookie. We hope to see you next time. Make sure you smash the like and subscribe button, and we'll see you next time on Cooking with Cookie. Have a great day.